In the repair shop today, Brenton's marvellous metal machine
The drawbench is like an old medieval rack for making wire.
is pressed into service.
I've never done this before and I don't know if it'll work.
And Richard's metal is tested,
It's a hand engraving. It's like someone's handwriting.
preserving the cherished love message on an irreplaceable piece.
I'm just hoping that a careful, slow process of removing it all is going to allow me to keep this engraving intact.
Fellow furniture restorers Jay and Sonnaz are contemplating the barn's first arrival.
This chair has definitely seen better days, Jay.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that.
It's been well loved, well used.
Well used, yeah.
Gloria Bartlett from Croydon is the very proud owner of this design classic.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you?
All right, thank you.
I'm Sonnaz.
I'm Jay.
Hello.
And you are?
Gloria.
All right, Gloria. Tell you what, I've always wanted to own a Chesterfield, but I've never
Have
got
you?
one. No, I've never had one.
They're quite fabulous, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are, aren't they?
So how did you get this?
I bought this in the early 80s. I saw an advert in a local paper saying that they were having a sale in a warehouse. And I thought, oh, I'm going to go down there and have a look. And it was my friend and I. We drove down. I was pregnant with my second child.
Right.
I went with the intention of just looking, but I ended up buying a whole set.
You bought the whole set?
Yeah.
So the
yeah.
three-seater and the two armchairs?
And two armchairs, two high back,
Wow.
yeah. And I decided that I must have them.
Yeah, so you fell in love with them pretty much as soon as you saw them?
Exactly, yeah.
Aw.
I'm really jealous because the Chesterfield style is just so iconic.
They are very iconic.
Yeah.
I've always been attracted to Chesterfields
Okay.
because only the rich and famous had them.
Yeah, is that
And-
where
and
you wanted to be,
Gloria.
yeah?
Yes. Yes.
How did you feel when you got it home?
Oh, God, I felt like the Queen.
I bet.
It was lovely.
yeah.
I felt posh.
Yes.
Because I thought no one else that I know
Yeah.
would have this.
No.
All my children grew up sitting and taking photos in this chair, posing, call it.
So do people gravitate to this chair specifically, did they?
Yes, because it's quite a comfortable chair.
Yeah.
As soon as you sit in it, you just start to fall asleep.
So
that
Chesterfield's about, isn't it?
comfortable.
It's got
Yeah.
the wings there so you can just rest your head.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you like Sonnaz to do to this?
I would like it to be restored to its original look, with all the buttons, the studs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My eldest granddaughter, she started picking out the arms. She just sat there and pick at it.
Yes,
And that's how it's ended up like that.
How do you think it's going to feel having this back in your home,
Oh
restored?
my gosh, it will be fantastic. We could go back to taking photos in it again.
I can see this chair means a lot to you. I'm
Absolutely.
sure we'll be able to do something for you.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing this in.
Thank you.
Take care now.
Yeah, bye then.
See you.
Okay.
Bye. I feel really excited in leaving the chair behind because I know Sonnaz is going to do a very good job. I can't wait to see the beauty of it after it's been repaired. It would be nice to have it back.
This is a big job. I am going to unpick all of these staples to start taking off these layers of the leather. I'm slightly unsure about which panels I'm going to keep. I might keep the outside arms and maybe the outside back and then replace the inside arms. So I'm going to do a partial strip out of this chair. I'm not stripping it all back to frame. And already I can start to see evidence of what the original leather looked like, how Gloria would have seen it when she first saw it in the shop. A wingback chair is really a quintessential classic design, and the Chesterfield wingback chair goes that extra step with the buttoning on the inside back, and that's what kind of makes it iconic. The leather that I'm keeping I will actually restore the colour back into it. And then once I've done that, I can make the seat base. That will really be the finishing touch. Now that I can move on to the studs, I'm taking them all out one by one. I would say that maybe there's around 500 studs. So this is going to be slow and steady work.
As Sonnaz settles into the painstaking removal of hundreds of brass studs, there's more brass work needing attention.
Brenton, do you mind joining us?
Joanne Piper-Bonne from Gloucestershire is hoping silversmith Brenton West can restore a handcrafted item that holds precious memories.
Now, this is a beautiful box,
It's
isn't
lovely.
it? Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this.
Can you tell us about it, please?
Yeah, it's always been in my life in one way or another. Firstly, at my nan's house, and then my mum,
Right.
and now me.
What's your nan's name?
Gladys.
Gladys. So Gladys owned this box.
Her husband made it, my granddad.
Your granddad made this box?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, that's amazing.
He was a carpenter joiner, and where he worked, there was a place that did decorative metal panelling.
So your granddad made this, and then you said it
Then
went
my
to your
mum,
mum?
Lynn, had it. You know that look your parents give you when they're proud with you? She used to give that box that look and say, my dad made that.
My dad made that.
Yeah.
Is mum still with us?
No, unfortunately not, no. I lost my mum the year I got married in 2016.
Okay.
I got married in the August and I lost her in the October. We were like a double act and she was infamous. She'd do absolutely anything for you. She was just amazing. Yeah, I miss her.
Can tell.
So, I mean, as much as my granddad made this box, for me, this is about my mum.
What would you like us to do to it?
At the moment, I don't think it's safe. As you go into my house now, it's sort of tucked up the corners because it's got, like, here, it's lethal.
Okay. So you would like the edges to be
Yeah.
smoothed over?
So, yeah, you can see where the brasswork here, it's all
Tarnished, yeah.
tarnished. And
Have
that. And we've got a bit missing completely down at the front
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
It's definitely seen better days.
So you want it to shine?
I want it to shine and I want to be able to put things in there
Okay.
about my mum, about her mum, about Grandad.
So it's be like a memory box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joanne, thank you for bringing this in. I'm sure Brenton's going to make your family proud. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You take care
Bye.
now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The box is grown in importance because not only did my mum love the box, it was made by a member of my family. Mum would be absolutely thrilled that I'm getting this box repaired. So as much as it's a wrench leaving it, I know it's going to be worth it.
Before Brenton can touch any of the brasswork, he's got a vital task to attend to.
I brought Joanne's box outside because I've noticed that the wood on it, which is, I think, plywood, is full of woodworm. So before I do any work on it, I'm going to treat this woodworm. I've got a water-based woodworm killer. So every wooden surface that I can see, I'm going to cover with this stuff and let that really soak in well. And hopefully that'll be the end of the problem. So woodworm is an affliction that a lot of furniture and old houses get, and it's a little beetle that bores its way into the wood and lays its eggs in the wood and then bores its way back out again. And I think we've just about caught this in time. So once I've got this all treated, I've got to match this turquoise paint so I can touch it up. I'm going to give it a good polish and have a look at the condition of the brasswork. And some of these pieces that are sort of tearing away, I will need to remake so it's safe and she can keep her family memories in it when she gets it back.
In her quest to repair the Chesterfield chair, Sonnaz has decided which leather panels to restore and which to cut new from scratch.
I'm replacing the leather on the inside arms because there's no way of making that hole good. Once I've marked this out, I can cut it out and then I'll cut the other inside arm and the 2 inside wings as well. Just double checking that I've got the right leather on the right side arm, and I'm going to temporarily tack them in place with a tack and hammer before I start with my staple gun and fixing them down with that. I'm just trying to mix the right hue of green with my leather renovation colours to start getting the colour back onto the inside back of the chair. I've started to touch the inside back up now because I can get a really good overview against the brand new leather of the inside wings and arms. So I want to make sure it's a really good, seamless match. I'm just adding this lighter green that's got a little bit more ochre in it to these areas where it looks like the darker green has rubbed off. When I go over this with darker green, it really is going to look like the grain of the leather. I am elated with how the renovation has gone on the leather on the inside back, and what that means now is that I can start cutting the leather for the outside wings. So that is now both of the outside wings on, and before I can put the outside arms on, I need to start webbing and upholster the base. This webbing really creates the foundation on which I'm going to build the base. I'm using a web stretcher to stretch my webs, as the name suggests. This tool really hasn't changed for decades. Without it, I wouldn't get the tension I need in the base. The trick with webbing is not to get it absolutely drum tight. You want to get it firm, but still with a little bit of give in it, so that when you sit down, it's not like sitting on a piece of wood. Now that I've fully upholstered the chair, I really struggled to get the right colour stud. So I found some that look aged, which fits with the chair, but I'm actually going to spray them with this dark green spray and that, I hope, will make them the perfect colour. All these finishing touches are so important. If I don't go the extra mile and make these look like they're meant to be there, all my efforts so far wouldn't have been worth it. And that's why I'm really keen to get this colour on here and make it look perfect for Gloria.
As Sonnaz gets down to brass tacks, there's more metal magic in store at the repair shop. Paul Cass and his son Pete from Kent are hoping jeweller Richard Talman can rescue a precious keepsake.
Hello.
Hello there.
How's it going?
Hello.
I'm Dom.
Nice to meet you, Dom.
I'm Richard. Nice to meet you both.
Yeah.
Come on then, what have you got? Where is it? Ooh,
Silver bracelet.
where did you get it from?
My wife gave it to me when we got engaged in 1978. She had the engagement ring, and she gave me that.
That's a beautiful gift for an engagement.
Oh, yes.
What was her name?
Cherry.
What was she like?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for a better wife.
How did you meet Cherry?
At work.
At work?
Yeah. I said, you want to come out? So she said, yeah. So we sort of sat there from that night onwards for the next 42 years. Best thing I've ever done.
Mum was disabled in a wheelchair, so Dad's been a carer
Right.
for most of her adult life.
What happened?
So,
Muscular
muscular
dystrophy.
dystrophy.
She got diagnosed when she was 11. It's a muscle wasting disease, which is cruel. Unfortunately, 2018, she passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry.
But her two main wishes was to get married and have a child.
And you ticked both boxes.
And she ticked both of them boxes. Yeah.
That must have been real special love that you two had.
So what was Cherry like as a mum?
Brilliant. It's different having a mum who's in a wheelchair, obviously, but very talented lady. Used to make lots of cakes and certainly had always had the best birthday cake. But very talented, very artistic, and very encouraging, and always wanted to see me do well.
For such a cherished bracelet, what happened?
Well, Friday nights I go out for a drink, and unfortunately one night, perhaps I didn't do the clasp up right or something, it come off. Torch out, going around the street looking for it. A week later I got a phone call from the club I go to and said, we found your bracelet, but it's damaged. I said, I don't care. As long as I got that on the back, with love from Cherry. That's all that matters.
We think it's got run over by a car. It was found in a car park under some leaves.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you hoping I'm going to be able to do with this, Paul?
As much as you can to get it back to as it should be.
And we'll see if we can make the safety catch on it a little bit better this time, so
Well,
it doesn't
yeah,
end up on the
that'd
road
be
again.
useful.
Thank you so much for bringing it into us. Lovely to meet you both.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
Cherry was the love of my life, and I miss her. And that bracelet is something that she's always with me.
I know he loved my mum dearly. Having the bracelet back would mean the world to him.
It's been run over quite severely. The whole bracelet, even all in the inside parts of the chain, everywhere has got damage from the gravel or the tarmac. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is remove the chain from either side of the identity part, and I'm going to have to get all the dents and the scratches out. Now that's usually not a problem, but on this bracelet we've got the engraving not only of Paul's name on the front, but the lovely message from his late wife on the back. Now it's absolutely essential that that engraving is preserved, which is going to cause quite a lot of problem in removing the damage. This plate in the middle has been run over quite flat, so I'm going to need to get that curvature back into it. Now we do that by hammering it around a bangle mandrel. So in order to protect that as much as possible, I'm just going to take a piece of leather, Okay, so that's just gradually pulling back in that curvature shape. Can't see any cracks that are appearing in it, which is a bit of a relief. And even more of a relief is the process of hammering it hasn't caused any more of the engraving to be defaced.
With the decorative box now free of woodworm, Brenton is ready to start tackling the broken brasswork.
Joanne was saying she was very concerned about these sharp edges, and I can't say I blame her. Unfortunately, this brass is very thin, and if you catch it on something, it will tear off. And it's obviously this corner's been caught on something, and this edge here has been caught on something. So I might try and repair this one and maybe replace this one, but until I've got it off, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. So these are nice and short, these nails, nice and easy to get out, so that helps me. Okay. So I've got to try and create this shape in a piece of brass. I'm going to scratch my head and think about that for a while. Meanwhile, I'm going to polish the whole box. The reason this box looks so bright is because when it was first made, it was lacquered and then polished. So I'm hoping that this metal polish will, with lots of rubbing, remove the lacquer and polish the metal beneath it. It's going to be lots and lots of work. I've finished polishing it and I've come up with a bit of a plan to try and copy this moulding. And this is a 90-degree piece of brass with a little raised bit on it, the same as all of these raised bits on the original box. And what I've done is I've cut a piece of steel with a slot with a raised bit in it. And I've forced this little piece of brass into it. As I push it through, it will make that flat piece of brass into the profile that I want. So the little raised piece at the end. And I'm now going to try and drag it through my drawer bench. The drawer bench is like an old medieval rack for making wire. I've never done this before. This is the very first time, and I don't know if it'll work. Give it a go. I'm really amazed that that's worked so well. So pleased. So I need to put a fold in that so it fits on the bottom of the box, and I'm going to do that on the folding machine. I'm really pleased these mouldings have worked. Chuffed a bit. I'm going to now nail them into position. That looks amazing. Once that's polished, you'll never know that I've been at this end of the box.
Sonnaz has finished hammering in hundreds of tacks to create the distinctive brass accents on the iconic Chesterfield chair.
Beautiful.
All that's left now is a new, comfortable seat.
I am on the home straight. I have sewn up my cushions and now I'm going to stuff my foam inside the cushion. And this really is the moment of truth as to whether I've cut everything correctly or not. That fits perfectly, and I can't wait to see what Gloria thinks.
This chair has been at the centre of Gloria's family life for nearly 40 years, but it was looking shabby and didn't live up to the grand Chesterfield name.
You've done a brilliant job.
Thank you.
She's going to love it.
Hope so.
But Sonnaz has returned it to its regal best.
I'm feeling very excited about seeing the chair because it's been in my life for so long. I just can't wait to see the finished product.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
How you feeling?
I'm nervous. Just can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to see my chair.
You ready to see it?
Yes, let's have a look. Oh my God, this is it.
This is it.
This is it. This is how it actually did look.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so pleased about it. This is the chair that I bought.
Yeah?
Yeah. It is the chair,
It's
isn't
the same
it?
chair,
You
yeah.
didn't replace it with anything else.
No, it's the same chair.
I can't believe it. Oh, this is so nice. And all the buttons and all the studs as well. Wow, you've done a very good job. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Can I sit in it?
Of course, yep. I'll bring it down for you.
It's heavy.
It's a proper chair, Gloria.
Yes, solid.
In your rightful place.
Yes. This is a chair that as soon as you sit in it, you want to fall asleep. Because it's so comfortable. Oh, this is so nice.
How does it feel to sit back in there again?
Oh, nice. It takes me back years.
Does it?
I used to sit in it with my kids and take photos.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really nice. I'm lost for words, honestly.
Oh, Gloria.
You know,
Sweet.
I am. I can see the work that's gone into it and I really appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing it in.
Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.
Take care, won't you?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bless her.
Oh, gosh, when I sat in that chair, it took me right back to 1984 when I bought it. The plan is to have it in my living room with the hope that we will continue to take many more photos sitting in that chair because it's such a beautiful chair.
Jewellery expert Richard is restoring a bracelet inscribed with a message from a loving wife to her husband.
I've started to remove the dents and scratches from the side. The part where I need to be a lot more careful is in and around the engraving. And for that, what I need to do first is to burnish. Now, burnishing is the art of taking hard steel and you push the burnisher over the dent and it sort of pushes all the metal that's been raised up as part of the damage back down into the crevice. And there, with the aid of the burnisher and the sandpaper, I've managed to get most of that dent out, which was very, very close to the L. Now I've got to do it around about 100 times more. I've removed the heavier damage from around the outside of the engraving here. And now I really need to try and get into the detail between the engraving. Now, the problem with any engraving that's on there, it's a hand engraving. It's like someone's handwriting almost. So patching it in exactly the same is going to be quite difficult. So I'm just going to use the lightest grade of paper I've got, which is 1200. And I'm just hoping that a careful, slow process of removing it all with the right grade emery is going to allow me to keep this engraving intact. Now I'm just going to use a very, very fine abrasive disc in the end of the drill. And this is going to polish up all the way around the engraving so I can see what damage is beneath it and how much more I've got to address. It's very, very accurate as well. I can go right in between where the words are. Now, actually, what this has just done is it's actually just highlighted a dent right by the M, which I didn't think was there before that, so it's certainly done its job, but it's just caused me a little bit more work to do. I've spent a bit of time on this sandpapering out the dents and scratches from the chain, but now's time to turn my attention to probably one of the most important parts of the bracelet. So this has actually got a very clever design where it's all held together in place by a figure of 8 clasp, but it's completely twisted, so I'm definitely going to have to replace that, and that could possibly have even been the reason why Paul lost it in the first place. There we go. And snip, snip. Now this part now gets melted to form a little tab to put your thumbnail under. So now that locks completely fine, and you can actually hear it click over, like so. And hopefully, with a good catch on it, Paul won't be having a problem with this falling off his wrist again.
With the ornate brasswork restored on the decorative box, Brenton's final task is to get the enamel panels up to scratch.
I'm just mixing up some paint here to do these chips. The paint's got a lovely patina to it, and I don't want to repaint the whole thing. I think some of the age to it is really good looking. I'm going to build up the layers so that the chips don't stand out so much, and this box will be ready to go back.
This box has been part of Joanne's family for 3 generations and provides a vital link to her beloved mum.
Just can't wait to see more or less how it would have looked when my mum was a little girl, and to just think how proud she would be. Just to see that. Can't wait.
Here she is.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Joanne.
Hello, Brenton.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm really, really excited. So, yeah, I'm chomping at the bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit more than a box, really, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's my mum's girly look on her face when she was saying how proud she was that her dad had made this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I wish she was here.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, you can't even tell there was a bit missing there. Oh my God. It's nice and shiny. Thank you. Oh, I'm speechless. I really, really am. Just wish you could see. Sorry, I've got to take the glasses off. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's amazing. Thank you. I can't wait to get it home and start putting the things in it now of Nan and Grandad's wedding photos, Mum and Dad's wedding photos. It's not going to be tucked away anymore. That will be where it can be admired.
Well, it's yours to take now.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing it in.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brenton, do you want to get the door?
Yeah, I'll get the door.
Promise I'll look after it, Brenton.
You take care now.
And you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
It's gorgeous. It feels like I can put everything that was myself and my mum and our relationship in there for the future generations to see, and I just know she would just adore what's in the boxes now. She'd be made up, absolutely made up.
The silver engagement bracelet has been transformed by Richard's expert touch.
This has to be done in pliers because no way my finger's strong enough.
Now he's ready to reassemble it.
All looks pretty even. Now it's just time to give a little bit of sandpapering to those last two links that I used to join the chain to the centre. And then finally, I'm going to be doing a lustre polish with Jeweller's Rouge. And then that is going to be ready to get back on Paul's wrist. Really, really excited about him seeing it.
This bracelet represents the love between Paul and his late wife, Cherry. Now, accompanied by his son, Pete, he's returned to collect the talisman.
I'm feeling very happy to get the chain back, over the moon. The heart's going like a good one.
Oh, he's going to love it.
He spoke quite a lot about Mum and
Yeah.
been thinking about her a bit more, and
Yeah.
it's been good
Bringing back floods of
to
memories.
think about that, hasn't it?
Paul, hi.
Oh, well,
You okay? Good to see you again. How are you feeling?
quite nerve-wracking at the moment.
Excited?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I. I feel the same. Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Oh, definitely.
Go on. Go on, Richard, go on.
Wow.
Oh. Brand new. Wow. Not in a million years would I thought it would ever be like this.
That's fantastic. It's amazing.
Brilliant. Even got the curve on it and all.
It's just perfect, isn't
Perfect.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
My heart's going.
Yeah.
The old pacemaker's working overtime. Just like the day I got it.
Do you want to try it on?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Absolute brilliant.
And it's nice and secure. Now it's got a new clasp. Yes.
Well, I can wear it with pride. Thank you very much.
Been a pleasure. Safe journey home.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
See you later.
Take care.
It's undescribable. I should put it on the mantelpiece, on a little stand, because I always say goodnight to her every night. I feel like I've got a bit of Cherry back with me, and she's with me now, closer. Wearing this makes me really happy.